Today we have some exciting news regarding information on Spider-Man 2 and possibly a DLC or a full game featuring Venom. This is pretty huge news considering we have a confirmed Spider-Man 2 related event coming in the next 2 days, so I'm very excited to talk about this one. But before we dive on in, if you like any of the Spider-Man 2 content you see here today, leave a like, and if you really enjoyed it, subscribing goes a long way in helping the channel. So if you haven't been keeping up with the news, starting on August the 24th through the 27th, PlayStation Canada has confirmed that they will have a Fan Expo Canada with a panel involving Spider-Man 2. Also, we have confirmation that Najee Jeter, the voice actor for Miles Morales in Marvel Spider-Man 2, will also be there, so this is likely going to give us some juicy information on Spider-Man 2 and possibly, if we're lucky, the upcoming Venom DLC or game. Now, I know what you're thinking, how could I possibly know there's a DLC or ideally a full-fledged game for Venom? Check this interview out by Deeper Depths with the legendary Tony Todd.
So we all know that Spider-Man 2 is going to come out 2023.
Yes.
This other project, not saying it's a game or not, but that probably won't have a hit date of 2024.
So according to Tony, 2024 there will be another undisclosed title release that will feature not only Yuri Lowenthal but also Najee Jeter. So what does this mean? Because we know that Insomniac is working on Marvel Wolverine and an unannounced multiplayer game, this could only mean a handful of things. One, and most likely, a Venom focused DLC. Spider-Man 2018 had, I believe, 3 DLCs, and considering Spider-Man 2 have a large array of characters, and since the story is shaping up to have multiple antagonists with Kraven and Venom splitting the story and even possibly a Goblin focused angle, it's very likely that we possibly won't even finish all of their stories, and there would need to be a DLC to pretty much finish these stories off, which makes a lot of sense to me considering what we've seen in Spider-Man 2018. Now, this makes the most sense to me when it comes to what's happening with that undisclosed project that Tony Todd talked about, but there are 2 other options, and the next one is one that I hope for the most. Marvel Spider-Man was released for PlayStation 4 on September the 7th, 2018, and Miles Morales was released on November the 12th, 2020. Now that is less than 2 years in between release windows. While the team is working on Spider-Man 2, which is taking closer to 3 years after the release of Miles Morales, it's not unreasonable to think that they could be a full-fledged Venom focused game. Yeah, it would be a little over a year after release of Spider-Man 2, but remember, this has been a total of 4 years of the team working on this Venom hypothetical game. It's not like they put an entire team on just Spider-Man 2. Insomniac isn't a small studio, and from someone who have worked as a project manager and know quite a few devs, it's very unlikely the team would be focusing purely on one game, but rather splitting their team between multiple teams working on DLCs, content updates, and possibly a Venom focused title. Even with the 2024 as a release date that Tony Todd talked about, it could easily turn into a 2025 release date, which would give them ample time to finish up the game. And if we're being honest with ourselves, they very likely will just use a lot of the same assets from Spider-Man 2, adding a bit of a Venom touch to it, and could easily ship it within a reasonable time after the launch of Spider-Man 2. Again, this could be a bit of a stretch, but well within the realm of possibility. Now, if we're talking about a big stretch, the next one and the final possibility is a big one, and that is that undisclosed multiplayer game we talked about earlier. Well, you never know, but it could be anything, and we have seen a trend in fighting games like the WB game Multiverses. We could see a Spider-Man focused Smash style game from Insomniac. Again, a bit of a stretch, but hey, you never know. Anyways, enough of my nonsense with the theories. The major takeaway with this, regardless of the information or the speculation we have about Spider-Man, this year is going to be pretty damn good for Spider-Man and even the next couple of years, and I'm really down for this wild ride. With that said, that's gonna do it for this one. I'm really excited about the future of Spider-Man, but if you're excited too, we are still doing a giveaway for Spider-Man 2. If you're interested, down in the description there will be a link for you to win a chance to basically get a hands on a copy of Spider-Man 2. It's a pretty simple, easy thing to fill out, and you can get a chance to win. With that said, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one very, very soon. Later.